Today we are learning to think and act like artists. We are drawing flowers in the style of Georgia O'Keeffe. Georgia O'Keeffe was an artist who was famous for painting monumental flowers. I want you to remember the name Georgia O'Keeffe, so we will practice saying it together. A, B, C. Georgia O'Keeffe. A, B, C. Georgia O'Keeffe. A, B, C. Georgia O'Keeffe. I don't want you to draw just any flower like this. I want you to observe the flower that you have and draw exactly what you see. When it's done, it might look like this or this. First, look at the center of your flower. These flowers have a center that is round like a circle, and when you touch it, it feels fuzzy, like it's covered with little hairs or pieces of fur. It might look like this when it's done. Here is how to draw it. First, draw a circle. Then, fill the circle with little hairs. We're trying to make it look fuzzy. Stop when you're done. These flowers have a center with a bud that's shaped like a little ball. To find the bud, you need to push back the petals. You see how there is like a little ball in the center of the flower, like a circle? So that's the bud, and it's made up of small petals that haven't unfolded yet. Little curled up petals. It might look like this when you draw it. First, draw a circle. Then, inside of the circle, draw little curled up petals. They're little petals that haven't opened yet. Stop when you're done. These flowers have centers that are a little hard to find. To find the center, you need to push back the petals. There it is. And what this is it's a little dot inside. Can you see that dark spot? That's the dot. And around the dot, we have little wigglers. They're like little worms or little pieces of spaghetti. That would be where the flower would keep the pollen. This flower has them too. When you move the wigglers aside, you can see the dot inside. Here is the center on this flower. It might look like this when you draw it. First, draw a dot. Sometimes I draw a dot inside. Then, make the wigglers. Draw a line out, turn around, and come back. Draw a line out, turn around, and come back. You could make a wiggler that turns to the left or turns to the right. You could do something fancy and make a wiggler that overlaps and goes behind another wiggler, but you must go all the way around the dot. Stop when you're done. If I make my center this big, is that the right size? If I draw my center this big, is that the right size? Yikes! Don't make it too big because you won't have any room to draw the petals. Don't color your center gray with the pencil. None of my artificial flowers are gray. Don't draw the petals yet. Just draw the center. Point to your flower center. And now I want you to try to draw it. Do that now and then stop. Now let's look at the petals. These flowers have long, narrow, pointy petals. If you look at an individual petal by itself, you can see it's very long and very thin, and at the end, it has a point like the end of an icicle. It might look like this when it's done. Here's how to draw it. Go out, make a point, and come back. 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 Keep going all the way around. And stop when you're done. If your flower has pointy petals but they're bigger, like these flowers, do the same thing but draw them bigger. Like this. Draw a line out, make a point, and come back. Draw a line out, make a point, and come back. Draw a line out, make a point, and come back. Go all the way around, and when you're done, stop. These flowers have petals that are bumpy like a cloud. It might look like this when it's done. Here's how to draw it. Go out, make 3 or 4 bumps, and then go back. Go out, make 3 or 4 bumps, and then go back. Draw a line out, bump, 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 and then go back. Draw a line out, bump, 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 and then come back. Go all the way around, and then stop. These flowers have petals that are long and narrow and round at the ends. It might look like this when it's done. To draw it, draw a line out, make a curve, and then go back. Draw a line out, make a curve, and then go back. Draw a line out, make a curve, and go back. Your petal can bend in this direction, or your petal can bend in this direction. If you want to do something fancy, you can make a petal that goes behind another petal. Go out, make a curve, and then come back. Go all the way around, and then stop. Hold up your pointer finger, point to the flower that has your petals, and I want you to try to draw them. Do that now, and then stop. Georgia O'Keeffe's monumental flowers are so big that they almost fill all of the space. Draw more petals until you have almost filled the space. Like this. Or this. Or this. or like this. Don't draw just any petals like these. Look at your flower and draw what you see. And don't make scribbly petals like this. Look at your flower and draw what you see, like this. Do that now and then stop. The last step is to trace with Sharpie. Here is the before and here is the after. Go slowly and stay right on the line. I want you to trace every part of your flower. This will help each individual petal show up more, and your project will be easier to paint. Do that now and then stop.